Awesome as usual. Could you teach us an impromptu card trick now, please? Your wish is my command. If you were here, you could freely name a card, but we'll use my phone because you're not. Pick a card.
I picked the 5 of diamonds.
Okay, so imagine that's the card you freely named. And I'd like it if you did borrow a deck of cards to do this trick, because they can be fully shuffled by the audience. But the 5 of diamonds was named, so we'll take the 5 of diamonds out plus the 2 red aces. So let me run through the cards and we'll take them out and place them off to the side on the tabletop. So let's get the 5 of diamonds. I'm going to place it right there. And we also need the 2 red aces. So where are they? Are they even in the deck? Is it a full deck? If it's borrowed, you better hope it's a full deck. There's the first ace. Where's the second ace? Maybe it's not a full deck of cards. This is the problem. Ah, there we go. This is the problem when you borrow full decks. All right. So the 5 of diamonds is freely named, and we're also going to use the 2 red aces, and we're going to use these like a portal. All right. So what I mean by that is that if I place that 5 of diamonds between the 2 red aces, keep your eye on that 5, because in a moment it's going to vanish just like this. Now, if you were here, you could actually examine the 2 aces. The 5 genuinely is not hiding between them, but it doesn't last forever. So watch, let me show you what I mean. If I take the 2 red aces, I'll place the cards off to the side. Remember that 5 of diamonds where it was moments ago? All I have to do is wave, just like that. The 5 reappears between the 2 red aces. But watch, we can take it one step further. Look, all I have to do is twist, and now those aces turn into the other 3 5s. And that's a fully impromptu card trick you can do with a borrowed full deck of cards. So now let's go and learn this routine. The reason I love this is because it's super visual, it's genuinely fully impromptu, and it's got this really startling kicker ending that nobody sees coming. So it's kind of technical. Crack those knuckles and get ready to learn it. And by the way, anybody that's a member of my Patreon, whether you're a free member or a paid member, I've just dropped a free theory video, so go and check it out right now. If you're not a free member, head over to patreon.com/LloydB and join as a free member, and you can watch the free theory video. I nearly said free video. Let's learn this routine. Okay, so this genuinely uses a borrowed shuffle deck. Make sure it's full. And don't worry if you don't want to get too technical with this. Stick around to the end and I'll tell you how to make it a little bit easier for yourself. But for now, have a card freely named. So let's say they named the 7 of spades. I'm going to turn the deck face up. I'm going to run through taking out the 2 red aces and the 7 of spades. But at the same time, I'm going to cull out the other 3 sevens. So I start off by spreading the cards. I like to try and make a big wide spread to hide the cull. And as soon as I start seeing 7s, I'm going to begin to cull them. So I see one really close to the top. So I'm just going to cull it underneath here. And as I run through, I'm going to look out for all the other cards. So I see that first red ace. I'm going to place it off to the side. I'm looking for that 7 of spades and the ace of diamonds now, plus the ace of hearts, plus the other 7. So there's another 7. I'm going to cull that underneath with the other 7. And I'm still looking for the spades and the red ace. There's that third 7. So that gets culled underneath now. Now I have the other red ace, which goes here. And that 7 of spades, which I'll place separated from the 2 red aces. Now I can continue culling those cards to the top. Okay, so there's 3 red 7s on top. Let me show you that cull really quickly one more time. Get a nice spread if you can. And as you go through, try and steal those 7s underneath that spread so that they get brought to the top of the deck. All right, now I should have 3 red 7s on top. Now we're going to execute a vanish called the Scarlet Utility, which was first published in my Odyssey double DVD set. And the basics of it looks like this. As you point to the 2 red aces, you're going to get a pinky break underneath the top card. Now I display these 2 red aces and I turn them face down on top of the deck so that I have a pinky break above 3 cards. As soon as they touch that card on top, I pick them up as 1 card and spread over the 2nd card down, or the 4th card down. So I pick up all 3 cards and spread over as if I'm pushing over the 2 red aces. Secretly, there's 3 cards here. And now I pick up that 7 and place it between the 2 cards. and I reposition these on top of the deck, and I make sure to step these cards slightly off to the side. So this bank of 3 cards, I don't want them, if you imagine this as an expanded view, I don't want the step to be this orientation, I want the step to be this orientation. But it's just minute, so I just square them up and I just tilt to the side slightly. And that gives me a little step at the back of the cards, all right? So now I have this goes here. You might want to make sure you don't expose anything. But now I point like this, my thumb is holding down, and what I'm going to do with this finger is just allow that bottommost card to flick off. Okay, that's where the step comes in. And I'm going to push down with my thumb at the front to stop them from splitting up here, okay? Now, all I do is, as I wave these 2 cards back and forth, left to right, I'm going to square up everything else on top of the deck, okay? So I go like this, and it vanishes. So let me show you that slowed down. Okay, so I'm here in this position, and all I do is square up as I shake, and it looks like that 7 vanishes. What's nice is that it's a really clean vanish, so I can split the aces, hand them out, and get everything examined, because you are really clean at this point. Now, I have a 7, a face-up 7, and a 2 face-down 7s on top of the deck. At this point, I'm going to bring the aces to the forefront as I get a pinky break beneath at least 4 cards, but it doesn't matter if you overshoot it because these aces are essentially going to get buried. And now I'm going to execute like a 4 for 4 switch type of thing, where I'm going to spread the 2 aces to give me cover, okay? I'm going to turn my body to the side, and as I do, and this is like a Chris Kenner type of move, I'm going to open up the packet of cards so they fall against my fingers, so that packet of 4, but from the side you can't see anything, and then I'm going to turn everything over like a book. Now I get 2 pinky breaks of 2 cards. So the first 2 cards I go boom boom, and I push over as 1, saying that's an ace. I now get another pinky break, boom boom, and say that's the second ace, okay? The reality is I have 2 doubles. Now I place the deck to the side. I hold the first double in a mechanic's grip, or dealer's grip even, so it's squared, it can't split. The second one goes on top. At this point, all I have to do is wave and just push my thumb across, exposing the sandwich card, like that. And now it looks like that 7's appeared between the 2 aces. And what's nice about this is that it's a copacetic image. It's an image that was previously in their mind, so that they think that everything's the same. The last thing to do is the big final kicker reveal. I just reposition my hand from I grab the 3 card or the 4 cards here. I place my thumb pointing down, my index finger on top, and all I'm going to do is rotate my hand and spread, and you'll see those 4 7s sort of visually appear for the audience, and I finish off by turning the selected card over, just like that. If you want to make your life slightly easier, take the 2 red aces out before you begin and place them off to the side, and then take any 4 of a kind and place it on top. Now you can start the routine without having to do any culling. And what you can do is either riffle force one of the 7s, okay, so have them take that and cut the rest to the top, back to the top, or you can cut them into the middle and keep a break, and now when you spread through you can say touch any one of these cards and push those 4 cards right towards them, and it doesn't matter which one of these cards they take. Let's say they take out this one, I'll place that off to the side, because they're all 4 7s, but these 3 cards need to come back to the top. So once they've taken one, I place them like this, making sure all 3 go back here. I get a break again, and then whatever way I want, I can literally just do like a Mahatma shuffle like this, bringing those 4 7s back to the top. And that's a streamlined and easier way to do this if you don't want to do the full version of the effect. But from this point, you can now go back into making the card vanish and then making it reappear between the 4 7s. So it's a discretionary type of performance, but it's up to you.